Hello and welcome back to Enterprise Coworking Community Spotlight. This month we are sitting down with Kevin O'Connell with Ripple Foods. Kevin, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Oh, no worries. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So let's get into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Ripple and what you guys do?
Okay, so Ripple, we sell a plant-based beverage. So it's chock full of protein. You can find it in any grocery store. It's different from other things you find on the shelf. So there's lots of almond milk and soy milk. Ripple doesn't have any of those allergens, so we're made from the humble yellow pea, the split yellow pea. Most of that's grown kind of the upper Midwest, in Canada, Saskatchewan, and kind of so all picture the whole big upper Midwest. So it's a rich source of protein, and we pull that out. We make a nice beverage. So it's got none of the allergens that a lot of the nut milks have, and it has a lot of protein. We've had a lot of kids drink our product for nutrition, so that's been kind of a centerpiece of our business success. But that's it. We're in the beverage business. We make milk both refrigerated and shelf stable, and we also have some nutritional shakes out there. Um, and we've got half and half if you need to cream your coffee or do some vegan baking. So those are all the products that we have right now.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's very cool. How long have you guys been in business?
We're approaching in a couple of weeks. We'll have the 8th anniversary of our first bottle sold. So, mid 2016 was when the first bottle was sold. There were people hanging around trying to make things happen about a year before that. I came on the end of 2016, so we'd only been on shelf a couple of months. So I wasn't involved in the actual startup, but I'm kind of an old timer in terms of Ripple these days. So.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a long time. So what makes Ripple different from other companies in your field? You kind of touched on that a little bit, but
Well, another thing is that we're a certified B Corp. So, it's Ripple Foods PBC, which stands for Public Benefit Corporation. So our board of directors has a fiduciary responsibility, not just for the financials, but for the health of the environment, and our community and our employees. So that's kind of cool. It feels pretty good to be a part of that. And from just the product point of view, it's really the presence of that protein, because a lot of people think that almond milk has a lot of protein. It just doesn't. Soy milk actually has some protein, except it just doesn't taste that good or tend not to taste that good. So the protein and the rest of the nutritional value is sort of what sets the product apart. One of the taglines used to be "dairy free as it should be," and that's really and it implies it has all the nutritional qualities of a dairy product. It just is a non-dairy. So I think that's what makes it unique in the in the grocery store.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. This one's a fun little question. Why did you guys choose enterprise co-working?
Well, we chose, we had been when we started, we had the whole sales and marketing group was built in Denver. And so we had a lot of employees and we had an office in Rhino. And through the pandemic and some other things, as we had turned and we were much more remote, we, didn't need as many people in Denver. So as people who were all focused in Denver left, we replaced them with people from anywhere. So we ended up with now just a handful of folks in Denver. So we needed more flexibility, in a smaller space, but the location was still pretty convenient for us. So it's been really easy. And an added benefit I didn't learn until after I started, but the architectural firm my daughter works for designed the enterprise space or did the remodel to make
Yeah.
it, back in the day. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's so cool. What a small world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love having you guys here in the building. Last question. Speaking to our viewers, is there anything else that you would like them to know about Ripple, about you, about whatever?
Let's see about me specifically. No, I think we're friendly folk. We sit there in the corner. We we usually congregate on Wednesdays, but a couple of us come in a couple other days a week. So it sometimes looks dark, but you'll find us there and we'll be there. And if you stop in and say hi, I'm sure that Shannon or me or Haley, if we're there, can find a coupon or two. So if you haven't tried the product, you can. So, knock and say hello.
Awesome. Yeah, swing by that office and get a little coupon and try the milk. It sounds really good. I need to try it.
I got it. And that's what this is the one that happens to be in my refrigerator. That's the unsweetened
Uh-huh.
version, which is kind of one of our most popular products.
Cool.
The chocolate's what I recommend most. That one's
Mhm.
really tasty. And then we have a line for kids. This is the Ripple Kids. This is actually in the single serve package. I'm sorry, I'm blurring it, but
We can.
that's the one for kids, which has a bunch of other things for your kids too. So it's got like DHA and choline and it boosts up some of the nutrients for kids. And again, all allergen free. So
Yeah, that's very important for kids. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Kevin, thank you so much for sitting down with us and telling us a little bit about Ripple. Everybody go check them out in the grocery store. You can also check them out at ripplefoods.com. All right,
yeah.
thank you, Kevin.
All right. Thanks a lot.